backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig. And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday night. Welcome to Lisbon High School and another edition of high school basketball on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan coming to you live here for this Region 1 girls basketball matchup. Thanks for joining us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. The Lisbon Broncos, with just a few games left of this Region 1 schedule and really of this 2023 leg of their regular season, will host the Kindred Vikings. Kindred comes into this game with a 9-3 overall record. They are 5-1 in the region, which puts them into the top 4, while Lisbon 4-10 overall and 2-5 in Region 1 play. Look at how the season has gone recently for the Kindred Vikings. Well, they are on a winning streak right now. A win against Kenmure Bowbells, 62-52. Kenmure Bowbells, by the way, a team that is showing up routinely in the Class B girls basketball poll. A win against Maple River last Thursday, and then a win on Tuesday night against Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, 59-37. After tonight, they'll be at DGF tomorrow, back-to-back days for the Kindred Vikings. DGF tomorrow, Central Cass, Mayport CG, Stanley, Oak Grove, Enderlin, and Grafton, and then that will be it for the regular season for the Kindred Vikings. So a 10-game winning streak. They've won 4 out of their last 6 games. Again, just 3 losses on the season for the Kindred Vikings. As for the Lisbon Broncos this season, 4-10, 2-5. They have lost back-to-back games. A loss 56-42 against Oak Grove last week. And then on Tuesday, a loss against Oaks, 64-31. So they're looking to sway their luck right now and pick up a win. After tonight, it'll be a trip tomorrow. Again, another team playing back-to-back days is this this Lisbon Broncos. They'll be at Enderlin tomorrow, Northern Cass next week, Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, Barnes County North, Sargent County, and then they wrap up their regular season at Sisseton. Again, you look at the construct of the final month of the regular season for both of these teams, and you wonder why you're getting away from regional play. In some instances, you're getting away from in-state play so late in the season. Well, weather being a factor in a lot of those changes to the schedule. So weather, obviously, again, a big factor as to why the schedule is looking like it is over the last few weeks here of this regular season. But this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more, get online to IrieINS.com. We're going to take a break. We'll take a look at how the Region 1 standings are shaking out this late in the season. We'll also get a chance to look at the latest Class B girls basketball poll and tell you what's up today and tomorrow on our coverage on yourliveevent.com. A very busy, very fun time of the year. We'll take a break. Back with more.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
And welcome back into the Irie Insurance pregame show. Visit them online at IRIEINS.com. Lisbon getting ready to host Kindred, a team receiving votes in the latest Class B girls basketball poll. But before we look at that, let's take a look at what's going on throughout Region 1. And speaking strictly on region records here, Central Cass undefeated 5-0. Then it's Northern Cass 6-1, Kindred 5-1, Sargent County 3-2, Maple River 4-3, Tri-State 4-3, Oak Grove, Wyoming, Lidgerwood, Hankinson, identical 2-4 records. Lisbon 2-5, Enderlin 1-5, Richland 0-6 here on this 2022-2023 season. So that's how the Region 1 basketball standings on the girls' side looking this late into the season. Look at the Class B girls basketball poll that was released earlier this week. Rugby receiving 14 out of 18 first place votes. They are 13-0 on the year. Thompson receiving 4 of the first place votes. They are 12-1. Then it's Kenmure Bull Bells 13-2 at number 3. 1, 2, and 3 this week remaining unchanged. So Rugby, Thompson, Kenmure Bull Bells. I haven't had a chance to see Rugby or Thompson, or excuse me, Kenmure Bull Bells, but I have seen Thompson this season. They are an impressive squad, kind of that team that Thompson's been waiting for this year. Central McLean at number 4, Central Cass at number 5, Mayport CG, Garrison, Shiloh Christian, Oaks, Bowman County rounding out the top 10, receiving votes Carrington, Kindred, Northern Cass, and Beulah. And you look at the schedule for both the Kindred Vikings and the Lisbon Broncos, and a lot of these names showing up as a lot of these teams have played the two teams that will be on the court tonight. Another break here coming up on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We got more basketball coming your way next.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
High school freshman Ella Sad sings our national anthem.
And that was Lisbon freshman Ella Sad singing our national anthem here as we get ready to go. It is Kindred versus the Lisbon Broncos, Region 1 girls basketball tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Time now to meet our starting lineups, and we will start with the visiting Kindred Vikings. It will be a 5'6" senior number 0, Charlie McQuillan, 5'3" junior number 3, Peyton Getty, a 5'11" junior number 4, Avery Bartels, a 5'8" senior number 10, Casey Berner, and rounding out the lineup for Coach Sam Brandt will be a 5'7" freshman, Layla Eisenshank. McQuillan, Getty, Bartels, Berner, Eisenshank for the Kindred Vikings, coached by Sam Brandt. 9-3 on the season, 5-1 in Region 1. They're the number 3 team right now. And they are receiving votes here this season. So that is the starting lineup for the Lisbon Broncos now, for the Kindred Vikings. Now for the Lisbon Broncos, it will be a 5'8" junior number 5, Ella Tui, a 5'10" junior number 14, Kyra Heckrell, a 5'5" junior number 20, Kaya Sweet, a 5'8" junior number 21, Kendra Differding, and a 5'9" junior number 23, Emerson Schultz. So Tui, Heckrell, Sweet, Differding, and Schultz for the Lisbon Broncos. They are coached by head coach Barb Sweet. 4-10 on the season, 2-5 in Region 1. That has been your starting lineups, and that is it for our pregame show tip-off when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And the Dollars for Scholars sponsor for tonight's girls basketball game is Dr. Jody Sadness Rieger. Lisbon's Dollars for Scholars started 40 years ago and has presented scholarships totaling $898,860 to graduating seniors from Lisbon School. Lisbon School District would like to thank Dr. Jody Sadness Rieger for her continued support of Lisbon's Dollars for Scholars. And we're ready to go. 8 minutes goes up on our Bank North scoreboard, and here we go. The opening tip is won by Getty and brought up by the Kindred Vikings. Brought on the near corner, a drive and a feed to the post. This one is taken away by the Lisbon Broncos. Skip pass over to the far side. The Broncos looking to snap that 2-game losing streak. Well, Kindred looking to continue on their winning ways as a feed to Heckrow on the elbow. Up to the corner, 3 on the way. This one far iron rebound. Grabbed by McQuillan and kept in bounds. Taken away, put back, misses. Third chance points are good. Alatui will open scoring. 2-0 Lisbon on the Bank North scoreboard. As a send to the far side, Burner for 3, knocks it down, and Kindred takes the lead. And as tradition with the Kindred fans on their feet until that first bucket is scored, so 3-2 the lead for Kindred. Heckroll in the lane, drives back beyond the arc, Sweet for 3. This one off the heel of the basket. Rebound is picked up by Eisenshank and fed under the basket to Getty for 2. 5 straight now for Kindred as they take a 3-point lead. A ball directed out of bounds. And Eisenshank will knock that one out of play. Lisbon Wrestling over at the East-West Wrestling Tournament, as I believe Kindred has their wrestlers out there as well. We have that for you on yourliveevent.com. The girls wrestling tournament, the first ever at Central Cast, which will also feature Kindred and Lisbon wrestlers, is tomorrow. I'll be out there tomorrow as well. Some of the things we have coming up on yourliveevent.com. As the 3 is good, Layla Eisenshank, hits 2. 7 straight now for Kindred after the made 2 for the Lisbon Broncos. Full court defense by the Vikings. The Broncos trying to advance the basketball. Pass to the corner. Comes off the hands of Kendra Differty and will go out of bounds. It will come to Kindred. And back-to-back nights of action for both of these teams. It's DGF tomorrow for Kindred, Ellendale tomorrow for the Lisbon Broncos. Burner with the basketball, swings it around to the corner. McQuillan skips across, picked up by Burner and set right back in motion to Getty. Back to Burner on the near side and across to McQuillan to the corner. 17 seconds on the shot clock for Kindred. They have some time as pass was knocked away and recovered by Eisenshank, who scores her 4th. 9-2. So a 9-point scoring run right now for Kindred as they're making some movement from their bench. Baco at the scorer's table. Amelia Eisenshank at the table. Sierra Nipstead at the table. Missed shot for Kindred, for Lisbon, picked up by Kindred. McQuillan loses this one as the feet stop. She tried to hang on to the basketball, couldn't keep control, and now Sweet will come to Heckroll and to Schultz. Broncos led 2-0 briefly. It's been 9 straight now for the Kindred Vikings as driving was Sweet, and she's going to draw a foul. I believe it will be Eisenshank will be the guilty party. Strike that. It will be Getty. Her first, team's first. 3 new players in for Kindred. Kindred rolling a little bit deeper with the rotation this season. A lot of players who saw some minutes over success the last few years, and then some new ones moved into some roles. But again, 9-3 on the season is Kindred, so they've been able to maintain success here this season with the big transition of that senior class they lost last year. So hard to replace on the success that Kindred has saw. As a pass to Heckroll. Heckroll has it right into double coverage and is tied up immediately. And they're going to call a held ball that will stay with the Kindred Vikings, stay with the Lisbon Broncos. 5:05 to go first quarter here on the Bank North scoreboard. Long inbound, two-handed by Heckroll. And she is going to be called for a travel as Heckroll was immediately looking to step ahead at an open player and took herself out of rhythm there just a little bit. As Nipstead across half court. Swings to the left side, McQuillan. McQuillan back over to the near side. Trying to get you updated on some scores around the region. I know it's a non-region game, but a good one. Grafton and Central Cass. We have that on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller out there in Castleton as Baco dribbles to the near side into the hands of Nipstead. Nearing 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Long 2 off the mark. A rebound, Heckroll. Heckroll's seen a lot of minutes since her freshman year with this Lisbon Broncos basketball team. As has Kaya Sweet, the junior. Moves to the near side, takes a look, sends a pass in the lane. This one knocked away by Eisenshank. Picked up by Burner and brought up court by Kindred. Over to the near side, McQuillan, 3 on the way. That one will hit off the iron. And Heckroll right there for the rebound. Had big extension on that play. And Lisbon will come back the other way as we move near the halfway point of quarter number 1. It is 9-2 Kindred on the Bank North scoreboard. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. 9-0 scoring run right now for Kindred after that opening bucket for Ella Tui and the Lisbon Broncos. Ball sent over to the near side. Tui onto the post. Inside to Schultz and up for two. That ends the scoring drought for Lisbon. That's been about a 3-minute scoring drought. 9-4, Lisbon within 5. And a travel called. Casey Berner got the handoff top of the key and the feet didn't stop moving. So it is Lisbon's basketball. Heckrell will two-hand onto the near wing. Up on the drive. Shot altered. Nice time play by Kennedy Bacco as this one is altered and will come out of bounds. Last touch by Lisbon. They made one last attempt to get this one back. You know, I say it every year. We get to this point every time of the year, and it's just, can you believe we're already looking at the postseason alignments? Next week we'll have postseason wrestling, and that's really kind of when the floodgates open, so to speak. Missed shot McQuillan, rebound Lisbon. You know, 3 straight weeks of playoff wrestling or postseason wrestling. Region 1 girls tournament will begin that same week as the state wrestling has a nice feed to an open Schultz. He scores 4 straight. And it's a 1-possession game at 9-6. 2:47 to go. Here's a 3 at the other end. That one off the mark for Nipstead. Picked up by Heckrell. Will spin on the post, looking for help. Will go beyond the arc to Sweet. Lisbon wants to set their offense here a little bit. Tui on the far side. She'll take a look. Sends it back over to Sweet. 20 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of time for the Lisbon Broncos. As a feed towards the block, trying to go to Schultz, and this one overpass out of bounds. Getty will come back into the game. Tess Rohrbeck will see action for the first time. 2 new players in for the Kindred Vikings.
Number 12, Tess Norbeck. And in for the Broncos, number 5, Ryan Worthy.
And there's 2. Make that 3. And 12-6, Kindred doubling up the Lisbon Broncos. A steal and a feed attempt to Getty, and we're going to see a foul, and I believe that will be on Kaya Sweet. Sweet's first. Made public today. The new 3-class proposal as driving in on the post was Nipstead. Goes back beyond the arc. 3 hits off the end of the iron. Rebound picked up by Berner. Put back a little too strong. Rebound knocked away by Lisbon, and Broncos will have it. Wyatt Workman into the game for the first time. Deflected that missed shot and got the ball to her teammates. As an overpass, a little too strong on that pass. It's recovered by Sweet. They're going to say it was tipped by Getty. So it prevents the over and back, but does not reset the shot clock. So the Broncos a little bit hustled, rushed rather, to get back in position and get their offense moving. As Tui with the basketball goes beyond the arc. 3 will miss. Rebound grab by Schultz. Goes for a putback, and this one out of bounds off the hands of Berner. And we're going to see more substitutions coming in. Eisenshank will come back in. Bartles will come back into the game. Wortman will step out. Coming back in, Kyra Heckrell. Inbound to Heckrell. Puts this one into the hands of Sweet. Broncos scored first. Kindred scored 9 straight. It's kind of been a little bit back and forth since then, and the basketball will go to Kindred. 1:05 left to go in the first quarter here on the Bank North scoreboard. Eisenshank into the hand of Getty, into the corner to Nipstead. Making the pass outside. Eisenshank will drive, finds an open Casey Berner. Now to Eisenshank, and a travel called. 46.3 seconds left to go in the quarter. And here comes the Broncos up court, handled by Ella Tui. Comes over to Sweet, to Heckrell. 27 seconds on the shot clock for Lisbon. Handled by Sweet to the corner, Differding. Into the hands of Sweet. As it's a 2, he'll take a look inside. Nothing happening inside. And a miss, an overstep and a mismatch. Missed shot, though, by Heckrell. And Kindred will get the basketball. Nice feed up court to Bartles. Hook shot missing. And rebound out of bounds. 10.9 seconds left to go in the quarter. Hartman will come back into the game. Will spell Kaya Sweet. Inbound to the corner. 3 in and out. And we're going to get a foul here with 7.1 seconds left to go. Hartman will be, rather a foul will be on Bartles, her first. Team second. Lisbon looking to work this one up court, and a deep shot altered, and buzzer will sound first quarter. Officially in the books on our Bank North scoreboard. Kindred 12, Lisbon 6, second quarter, and we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
And a fresh 8 minutes will go up on our Bank North scoreboard. Kindred 12, Lisbon 6. Region 1 girls basketball for you tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Casey Berner, 6 points, lead scorer in this game. Emerson Schultz, 4 points, leads Lisbon. Feed in the lane, shot good. Bartles will get 2, and it's 14-6. 8-point lead, largest that Kindred's had on the night as Heckrell across half court. Looking for help. We'll put this one to the hands of Tui, but we're going to see a foul called before the pass, and I believe it will be a push. Layla Eisenstein called for her first, team's third. Heckrell with the basketball. We'll come back over to Sweet. Looking to drive. We'll feed across to Tui. Back to the hands of Sweet. Right side pass, Diffording. She drives, puts it up, gets 2. 2 for Sweet. That is 14-8, 2-possession game. Has been looking for a stop here as the ball beyond the arc comes to Berner. 3 hits off the iron. Rebound picked up by Getty will come to the corner, and a fresh reset for Kindred. They'll go up for a quick 3. That will miss. Eisenschenk will miss the shot at its Lisbon's basketball, handled by Schultz. Comes back into the hands of Sweet. Up for the 2, this one short, picked up by Heckrell. Turns, Heckrell for 2, that will miss. McQuillan the rebound. And we're going to see a foul against Ella Tui. Kennedy Baca will come into the game for Kindred. Feed comes inside to Bartles, held up by the defense, goes beyond the arc to McQuillan. Kindred, rather Lisbon's plan against Kindred is take away the inside, and it creates a turnover there, knocked away by Heckrell and picked up by the Broncos. Handled on the far side by Tui. Tui will feed to Sweet, drives, puts it up, will miss, pulled out of the air, Baco, and back the other way for the Kindred Vikings. Approaching 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Getty drives, back beyond the arc, McQuillan, she's in, and we're gonna see a charge. Emerson Schultz takes the charge. Foul number 4 called against Kindred. 5:56 to go, quarter number 2, 14-8 on the Bank North scoreboard. Tui bounces it in bounds, gets it to Schultz, almost taken away by Bartles, but now it is stolen away, and we're going to see a held ball as it was picked up by Getty, and 2 hands on the basketball with Schultz. Amelia Eisenshank will check back into the game. .550 left to go, second quarter. Long pass, that was intended for Kendra Differding, will come out of bounds. Kindred Vikings winning 3 straight, trying to make it 4. They've won 4 out of their last 6. Lisbon, on the other hand, trying to end a 2-game losing streak as Heckrell will take this one away on the post. And here comes Lisbon with the basketball. Approaching that 5-minute mark to go in the first half. Feed to the corner, finds Schultz. Schultz spins off the post, up for 2, gets it. 6 for Emerson Schultz, and it is 14-10. Closest Lisbon's been since the start of the game, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Kyra Heckrell's first, team's third. Casey Berner will check into the game. There's one other substitution, I believe. Well, Berner for sure checking into this game for Kindred. Maybe that foul, as a 3 from the corner will miss. That foul finished what was a play that finished scoring. Not sure if that would have happened if the players wouldn't have stopped moving on that whistle, but one that you take where you save some points, as coming in Differding, and she will draw a block, and I believe that will be on Casey Berner. Berner's first, team's 5th, and now all of a sudden, as Rohrbeck will come back into game along with Nipstead. If you're Lisbon right now, you're down by 4. You know that the next 2 fouls put you at the line. Maybe a little bit more aggressive as you come in, as Differding spins. Shot comes up short of the iron. Rebound batted around. Who has control? And it was controlled by Schultz, but there's a foul call. It will be on Schultz. Schultz's first, team's 4th. And pass knocked away by Heckrell, couldn't get the steal as it winds up into the hands of Eisenshank. Drives, misses the shot. Heckrell will pull this one away. Kyra Heckrell does not have any points in this game, but she's created a lot of opportunities for Lisbon so far, as we're coming up on the 4-minute mark here of the first half. 14-10 on the Bank North scoreboard. Deep 3 on the way, and it's off the iron. Long rebound picked up by Ella Tui, and we'll go back to the hands of Sweet. Sweet on the drive from the baseline will get 2 shots. Foul on Tess Rohrbeck, her first, team 6th. And Lisbon can make this a 2-point game. And Sweet will miss the first. Best they can do now, a 3-point game on this trip to the free throw line as we near that halfway point of quarter number 2. Region 1 girls basketball for you tonight on YourLiveEvent.com is the next free throw. That one off the mark. Sweet break from the free throw line. Berner scooping up the missed shot, back the other way, feeds to the cutter. Eisenshank misses the shot. This one out of bounds, and it came off the hands of Bacco, so the basketball will go to the Broncos. Down by 4. Handled by Schultz. Dribbles over to Tui. Tui near the top of the key. Back into the hands of Sweet. And Sweet showing some patience right now, kind of going side to side. Tries to feed on the back door over to Schultz. This one picked off, but taken back by the Broncos. They'll have a new shot clock. 2 put up, will miss. Missed shot picked up by Schultz. Put back, that's high. There's chance points on the way as an outlet pass coming top of the key, and there's a travel call in the mix there. McQuillan back into the game. Eisenshank back into the game. So Layla Eisenshank will come back in. 3:17 to go first half. Kindred leads by 4. Feed comes to Berner onto the corner, Eisenschenk. Open 3, far side, Nipstead called for a travel. Lisbon scored first. Ella Tui got an early bucket.
And for the Vikings, number 20, Avery Ammerman.
Avery Ammerman will come into the game. It's her first time out on the court with 3:03 to go in the first half. It was 2-0. 2-0 Lisbon early, and then 9 straight from Kindred. They led 12-6 at the end of the first quarter. And there comes 2. Ella Tui hits the 2, and now it's a 2-point game. 14-2. 3 from the corner. That one's off the mark. Rebound deflected into the hands of Berner. From the top of the key, Eisenschenk, and she is going to be fouled. That will be Sweet's second, team's 5th. 14-12. Inbound for Kindred, 3 off the mark. Eisenschenk, ball out of bounds, last touch by Kindred. So this possession for the Broncos, a chance to tie or take the lead. They've held Kindred to just 2 so far here this quarter. They've been able to score 6. Ball handled by Sweet. A look inside onto the near side. Comes Schultz to Heckrell. Heckrell finds an open shooter. Tui for 2. That one airballed, kept in bounds, and it came off a Kindred player. That means the Broncos will hold the basketball here. 2:03 to go in the first half on the Bank North scoreboard. At its Tui, baseline. Needs to inbound, puts it up. Pulled out of the air by Diffordine. Back to Tui in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to go inside, and a foul. Peyton Getty will be called for her first. I believe that is team 7th. It is. So now we're going to get Diffordine at the line to shoot the 1-and-1, and she can tie it. 1:59 to go in the first half. First shot from Diffordine's good. 14-13, 1:59 left in the half. If you're Lisbon right now, a chance to tie it with no time running on the clock. Next one off the mark. Rebound and putback. Heckrell hits the putback. 15-14. Lisbon takes the lead for the first time in the first half, and Heckrell will steal this one away, and we get a timeout, Lisbon. Broncos with the lead, feeling the momentum. They wanted to hold possession. They get the timeout in time. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Inbound to Heckrell. Up for 2. 4 straight for Kyra Heckrell. Lisbon leads by 3. 17-14. Just over 90 to go in the first half here on the iBank North scoreboard. And pass is out of bounds. I want to get a chance here to thank all of our sponsors of this broadcast, including our booster clubs, both for Lisbon and for Kindred, for helping sponsor tonight's broadcast. An exciting Region 1 game here so far as Tui will grab this one on the near sideline, gets a pass over to Sweet. Sweet able to clear half court. No, we'll get a whistle. So Lisbon couldn't clear half court. 1:20 left to go in the first half. 17-14, Lisbon's lead. A drive, Burner hits two. That ends a long scoring drought that Kindred has had this quarter. Kindred has only scored 4 here in quarter number 2, as open at the back door and finishing with 2 is Differding. 19-16, another 3-point lead for Lisbon. They were down by as much as 8. They now lead by 3. 3 on the way. This one off the heel of the basket, and it's Heckrell who will get the rebound and feeds over to Sweet. About a 10-second difference, maybe about 12-second difference, shot clock and game clock, as a pass attempt inside, swatted away by Bartles, but she'll be called for the foul, her second, team's 8th. That puts Tui to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. All the starters for Kindred have at least 1 foul here in the first half, as the first shot will miss, and I apologize, she's shooting 2. It is not the 1-and-1. Second free throw, that one's off the mark. Rebound brought down by Eisenshank, and we're going to see a foul. And will come against Schultz. Her second. Just about every starter for Lisbon has at least 1 foul. 2 of them have 2 as the shot clock is turned off. Kindred with the basketball. They're going to hold for final shot, looking to tie going into the half. Trying to create that mismatch as it comes to McQuillan. On the dribble, McQuillan sends an outlet pass into the hands of Eisenshank, and a travel called, and it will be Lisbon's basketball. 14.3 seconds to go. Inbound to Heckrell, knocked away, and it was out of bounds. It was knocked out of bounds by Eisenshank, so Lisbon a chance to maybe set up their offense here again. And inbound, no one's there to get it, and closing in on it is Lisbon. The Broncos at this point just looking for ball protection here in this final 5 seconds, and a pass across half court, overpass, and this one is out of bounds. 9/10 of a second here. And the half-court heave off the mark. 1 half of play here in Lisbon on the Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon 19, Kindred 16. First half numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Club@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
This is Thor Nelson, a Minot resident and National Hockey League official for 21 years. Why officiate? Some officiate to help kids learn and respect the game. They enjoy watching kids develop in their sport and as people, and they enjoy it because it's fun. You can be an official. Call your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association at 701-845-3953. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
The dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimar Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Weimar Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
And welcome back to Lisbon High School here at the half on the Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon 19, Kindred 16. Let's take a look at how we got to this point here at the half. It was Ella Tui from Lisbon who opened up scoring within the first minute for the Lisbon Broncos. Well, Kindred would respond back in a big way. They would score 9 straight points and led 12-6 at the end of the first quarter. They would push their lead to 8, and that is when their offense kind of went cold. It was Casey Berner who got a bucket really in the early going of the second quarter, and then it was Lisbon who would go on a run. Lisbon would go on to outscore Kindred 13-4 in the second quarter. They took the lead with 1:33 left to go. It was Kyra Heckrell with the go-ahead bucket. Lisbon has led by as much as 3 where they stand here right now. Some numbers for Kindred. Casey Berner, 8 points. She's the lead scorer. She has both made threes for Kindred. Peyton Getty, Avery Bartles, and Layla Eisenshank each have 2 points. Directed Eisenshank has 4 points. 8 fouls in the first half for Kindred. Bartles and Getty with 2 fouls apiece. McQuillan, Berner, and Eisenshank with a foul apiece. For Lisbon, it's Emerson Schultz with 6, Kyra Heckrell with 4, Ella Tui with 4, Kendra Differding with 3, Kaya Sweet with 2. They had 6 fouls in the first half. Sweet and Schultz, 2 fouls apiece. Heckrell and Tui, 1 foul each. So fouls could be a factor in the second half of this game. But it is 19-16, Lisbon's lead on the Bank North scoreboard. More coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Like you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools in your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
And welcome back here. A score at the half on the Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon 19, Kindred 16. Let's take a look at what's coming up tomorrow and the next few days of broadcast here on YourLiveEvent.com. Tomorrow morning, day 2 of coverage of the East-West Wrestling Tournament. That will be the semifinals and finals. We'll have the semifinals and the finals tomorrow. We'll have the Central Cass Girls Wrestling Tournament over on the Minnesota side, Park River and Hawley. Glen Ullin, Hebron, and Maple River. Girls basketball, Central Cass and HCV boys basketball. Monday, Carrington and Maple River boys basketball. Midway, Minto, and Northern Cass boys basketball. Wyoming, Lidgerwood, and Lisbon boys basketball. That is on our schedule on Monday. Of course, plenty coming up Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Looking at regional wrestling tournament coverage. So a lot coming up here. See that full schedule at YourLiveEvent.com. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter as well. Lisbon leads by 3 here at the half. That'll do it for our halftime report. Second half action coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Final few seconds on the scoreboard running off here as we're getting ready to go quarter number 3. Lisbon leading by 3, 19-16 on the iBank North scoreboard. McQuillan, Getty, Bartles, Berner, Eisenshank starting 5 out for Kindred. Tui, Heckrell, Sweet, Differding, Schultz starting 5 out for the Lisbon Broncos. Kindred playing from behind. Heckrell tips a pass, and this one taken away. And you know, Heckrell has 4 points, including the go-ahead bucket up until this point. But she's just done a great job creating havoc in the post, getting missed shots as a 3 on the way. That is good. Ella Tui opened up first quarter scoring. She opens up third quarter scoring, and Lisbon takes a 6-point lead, 22-16. As an open shooter right side, Eisenshank will go top of the key, a drive, kicked out to the near side, Getty, into the hand of Berner. Handled by Eisenshank. Inside, McQuillan to the rim, gets fouled, and McQuillan will get 2 free throws. Senior has not scored this game. Not see who the call was on, and it will be Schultz, and it will be Schultz's third, so your lead scorer and one of your key players in foul trouble as McQuillan will miss the first free throw. She will check out of the game. Taryn Gilbert, the 5'11" 8th grader, will have to play some big for the Lisbon Broncos. Next shot is good. 22-17 the score. Ball gets inbounded to Sweet, but called for a travel. Ball handled by Getty onto the corner. Eisenshank, top of the key, Getty. Kindred has just not been able to get any penetration inside. Has had to rely on long-range shooting as a 3 on the way. Eisenshank off the mark. McQuillan the rebound and the putback. That is 3 for McQuillan this quarter, and that is a player that Kindred would love to see get going. And the Broncos want to keep quiet here as their lead cut to 3. Ball comes to Tui on the near side. Back across, finds Sweet. Bounce pass over to Tui. And a pass inside deflected. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Broncos. Sweet, a deep contested 3. That one off the mark. Rebound tipped, and we're going to see a foul. And I believe it's will be Berner, her second. So the Broncos get a fresh shot clock. Inbound comes to Heckroll. Heckroll will come back over to Sweet, puts it up, airballed, and thrown back in bounds, but a little too late. It will be Kindred's basketball. 2 minutes into the second half here. Kindred leads 22-19 on the Bank North scoreboard. Kindred 9-3, Lisbon 4-10. Comes to McQuillan, skips across. Eisenshank comes up, 2, hits it. Eisenshank 6, and it's a 1-point game, 22-21. You look at the Broncos, the Vikings scoring here this quarter. It's been inside. They are finding ways to get inside. As foul going up to shoot was Differding. And she will come for the line for 2. No, they're going to say it's on the ground, but it will be on Avery Bartles, her 3rd. Baco will come into the game. Amelia Eisenshank will step in. So again, non-shooting foul. The official saying that one on the ground. Broncos need to inbound this one quickly. And it's put in, but the whistle's blown, and now it is Kindred's basketball. A 5-3 scoring run to open up the second half for Kindred. They pull within a point. As Baco inside, Heckroll will take this one away. Handled by Sweet onto the near side. Tui will come back over to Sweet. To Heckroll, puts it up and will miss. That one close as Eisenshank pulls it down. That was one of those ones where you're in shock that it found the momentum to roll it to take that spin back out as McQuillan along the arc. Splits the defense, puts it up, gets it. That is 5 for McQuillan this quarter, and she puts Kindred back on top. 23-22, 4:54 to go here in quarter number 3. Again, McQuillan, scoreless in the first 2 quarters, has scored 5 here as her team makes the comeback and pulls back in front. All handled by Ella Tui. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Tui gets the defense on her, looking for an outlet pass. This one knocked away, picked up by McQuillan. In the lane, up for 2, hits it. 7 for McQuillan this quarter, and a 3-point lead for Kindred. Full court defense, and this one out of bounds, intended for Tui. Emerson Schultz, who's sitting on the bench with foul trouble, has changed a little bit of the dynamic on the lineup as Wertman will come into the game. Eisenshank looking to drive near side, feeds in the lane, taken away by Heckroll. Handled by Heckroll, splits the defense, gets fouled, and I believe it will be Eisenshank. If it is, that will be her second. Amelia Eisenshank, that is her first. Roar back into the game, Nipstead back into the game. Inbound comes to Wertman. The freshman held up on the wing. Sends a pass back over to Sweet. And pass to the corner. No one's there, out of bounds. Ball comes to Berner. Puts it back over to Nipstead. Inside, Heckroll tips it away, and it's out of bounds. 25-22, Kindred on the Bank North scoreboard. 9-3 run in favor of Kindred here in the third quarter. And it was touched by a Viking before coming out of play, so it is Lisbon's basketball. Sweet into the hands of Tui. Tui, some hesitation, comes to the corner. Wortman three, this one off the iron. Rebound is picked up by Differding. Back beyond the arc to Sweet, puts it up and won't get it. And the rebound is brought down by Berner. Berner on the fast break, moving towards the near side, loses the dribble, hangs on to the basketball. Nipstead from the corner knocks down a three. 6-point lead for Kindred, 28-22, and Lisbon wants a timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And Kindred has come out strong in the third quarter. They were down by 3. They now lead at 28-22. 12-3 scoring run here in the third quarter in favor of Kindred. 2:51 to go on the Bank North scoreboard. It's Lisbon's basketball, and inbound comes into the hands of Sweet. Full court defense by Kindred, and we're going to see a foul call, and that one will go against Baco. Baco's first, team's fourth. I think just about everyone who's touched the court for Kindred tonight has a foul to their name, as a pass to Heckroll gets knocked away and recovered, and it will be Berner's third foul. So it was intended for Heckroll, got knocked away into the hands of Sweet, and Berner pursuing the ball. Her momentum brought her into her for the foul. She will exit. Eisenschenk will come in. So Lila Eisenschenk back out on the court. Kindred led by 8, they now lead by 6. So the Broncos able to overcome that 8-point deficit, now looking at a 6-point deficit. Tui for 3, short of the iron, pulled down by McQuillan. McQuillan sends a long pass, finds Eisenschenk, pulls up for 2, will miss. Rebound at the other end, picked up by Rohrbeck from the elbow. Nothing but net for Nipstead. Nipstead, 5 points here this quarter, 13 points between Nipstead and McQuillan. And it's an 8-point lead again for Kindred, 30-22. And Wortman tried to go back the other way and missed the target. Sweet, and it's out of bounds. Emerson Schultz, who's sitting on 3 fouls, will come back into the game. Wortman will exit. 2:12 to go in the third quarter here on the Bank North scoreboard. And McQuillan puts it up off the backboard. Heckroll tips the rebound. It's picked up by her teammate, Sweet. Sweet will stop short of the half-court line. It comes to Tui, back to Sweet. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Heckroll will be bumped in the lane, and it will be Rohrbeck called for her second, team 6th. 1:57 to go in the third quarter. Tui inbounds to Schultz, to Heckroll. Heckroll to the bucket, up to shoot. This one is altered by Eisenschenk, and we're going to get a held ball, and I believe it goes to Kindred. It does. I'll strike that. It'll go to Lisbon. The Broncos will get it. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Dewey calls the play from the baseline, ready to inbound, puts it up, and it's picked up by Heckroll, loses her footing, sends a pass, and it comes off the hands of Bacco and out of bounds. 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Kindred by 8. Looking for their 4th straight win. They have won 4 of their last 6. Inbound comes to Sweet. Ball to Tui. In the lane, up to shoot, and this one out of play. I'm not sure if Bacco had a hand on that one before it went out of play. Was able to kind of funnel her the direction she didn't want to go, so a nice job defensively there by Bacco. Brought up by McQuillan. Finds Bacco, looks inside, comes to McQuillan. McQuillan has been the hot hand as she goes up for a 3. This one off the end of the iron. Bacco the rebound. Outlet pass. Comes to Nipstead for 2. This one off the iron. And Heckroll right there for the rebound and sends it along the baseline. And it's picked up by McQuillan, and she is fouled and will be fouled by Heckroll. So McQuillan will get 2 free throws. 7 points for her this quarter, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. We'll get the first 8 now here as it's a 9-point lead for the Kindred Vikings. Schultz will check out. Gilbert comes in, the 8th grader back into the game, missed free throw, and the ball will be picked up by Differding. Handled by Tui. And a travel called as anticipating the next step was Sweet. So a 3-possession game here, 1:04 to go, third quarter. Lisbon led at the half, 19-16. Held Kindred to just 4 points in the second half while scoring 13. They've kind of been at the other end of this one here, held to just 3. In fact, they have been on the other end of that here, held to just 3. As it's McQuillan in the lane, shovels a pass towards the baseline, kept in bounds, and everyone is going to collapse on the basketball, and they called a held ball. Sam Brandt called the timeout, and they're going to say the timeout came first. So Kindred holds the basketball timeout with 49.7 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. (31-22). Kindred leads Lisbon on the Bank North scoreboard. Visit them online at banknorth.com. Region 1 girls matchup tonight. A good Region 1 girls matchup at that, as Bacco for 3 will miss. Shot picked up by Gilbert, but loses it at the baseline, and Kindred will hang on to the basketball. 45.4 to go, third quarter. Nipstead. Long inbound pass, finds Bacco. Work back to Nipstead. Her 3 off the iron. Rebound. Broncos. Feed up court. Finds Gilbert, taken away by Bacco and brought back the other way by the Kindred Vikings. Shot clock is off. 25 and counting to go in the third quarter. (15-3). Kindred has outscored Lisbon here in the third quarter. And pass near side, a little too hastily made as it gets by Differding and into the bench. 12.6 seconds to go in the quarter. So Kindred a 9-point lead, which has been their largest of the game. Vikings looking for last shot. Comes to McQuillan, almost stolen away. McQuillan to the basket, shot will miss. Scrabble for the rebound, put back, but the buzzer will sound. So Kindred comes back to take the lead here in the third quarter. It is 31-22. Final 8 minutes of this game coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 8 minutes to go here as the fourth quarter just about to get underway. Kindred, a big third quarter, outscored Lisbon 15-3 to take the lead. Eisenshank will come to Burner. Sends it to McQuillan. Now handled by Burner. Shot on the way. This one a little too strong for Eisenshank. Put back, though, is good. 11 points in the second half for Charlie McQuillan. Did not score in the first half. She got going, and that has been a big difference maker here for Kindred. Vikings lead by 11, 33-22 on the IBank North scoreboard. Stay tuned for the postgame show. We'll get a chance to name our players of the game as a three on the way. Hit by Tui, and that will end a long scoring drought for Lisbon. Lisbon has not scored in 7 minutes. Make that an 8-minute scoring drought going back to last quarter. They scored within the first 30 seconds, and then answer back here with the three as McQuillan misses her chance at 13, and a scramble for the loose ball. No one with it, and then it's picked up off the ground and handled by Eisenshank. Hook shot good for two. Eisenshank has 8, and it's 35-25, 10-point advantage for the Kindred Vikings. Both of these teams, a hard-fought matchup so far, and will continue. No sign of that slowing down going to the next 6.5 minutes, but remember, they all play tomorrow as another three. That one will miss for Tui, and the rebound is picked up by McQuillan. Lisbon at Allendale tomorrow, part of a doubleheader. Kindred at DGF tomorrow as the ball is loose, and it's picked up by Lisbon, and a miscue on the ball being worked up court. Kindred will get it back here. And that DGF Kindred matchup, something that usually happens really early in the season, but weather this year, I believe, has bumped that back here late in the middle of regional play. As it's handled by Burner, drive, baseline. This one out of bounds. Grafton and Central Cass in action in Castleton. Our last update, it was 52-24. Central Cass leading Grafton going into the fourth quarter. Feed inside, comes to Schultz, off the backboard and ends. 8 for Emerson Schultz, 35-27. Broncos need to get on a quick run here as clock continues to wind down here. 5.5 to play on the IBank North scoreboard. And McQuillan called for a travel. If you're Kindred right now, you know time on your side. Eisenshank into the game, Rohrbeck into the game, also checking in Baco. So 3 new players out on the court for Kindred. And Broncos trying to get this one out of up court, and Sweet puts this one off the foot of Baco and out of play. Kindred has scored, Lisbon has scored just 8 here in the second half so far. Their offense has struggled as a travel called against Heckrell. And here comes the inbound. It's tracked down by Eisenschenk and stolen away. A steal for Schultz and the layup. And it's a two-possession game here, 35-29. 5:05 to play. Driving baseline, missing off the backboard is Eisenschenk. Amelia Eisenschenk, I believe, has drawn the foul. She will go to the line to shoot two. Kendra Differson's first, team's third. Foul situation right now, 6 for Kindred, 3 for Lisbon. And Eisenschenk will get the first. That is Amelia Eisenschenk's first point of the game. So now back to a three-possession game. McQuillan will come in. Out will be Eisenschenk. Next free throw will miss, but we got a whistle. And so it will be in the lane violation, so it missed, but another free throw opportunity coming up. And second chance is good at that. Inside of 5 to play. Lisbon has the basketball. Tui double teamed. Looking around for help, and it was taken away by Eisenschenk, but instead they will call a jump ball, and I believe it's Kindred's. And it will be Lisbon's. And Tui will come to Sweet. Up court to Schultz, and misses off the backboard, gets the rebound, gets fouled. Orbeck called for her third. So for the rest of this game, the Broncos will be in the bonus. And Schultz hits the first one, 11 for her in the game, and will get a chance to shoot the back end of the 1-and-1. Won't get the next one. McQuillan gets the rebound. McQuillan has been huge this second half, 13 points for her. We make that 10 points for her, as we're going to get an off-ball foul. And I believe it's on Rohrbeck. It is. That's Rohrbeck's fourth. So one of the key bench players for Kindred sitting on 4 fouls. Hammerman will come in. Rohrbeck will miss some time with that foul trouble. 4.5 to play. Heckrell trying to dribble, loses the ball, will get this one up, and she is knocked down and out of bounds, and it will go to Kindred. McQuillan baseline left side, able to inbound. Burner drives, feeds to McQuillan, and this one knocked away and out of bounds. 37-30. Kindred leads, 4:16 left to play. Inbound, and 2 good for Burner. Burner now in double figures. So 2 in double figures for Kindred. It's 39-30, and a steal. McQuillan hits her 13th. Make that her 12th. And 11-point lead for Kindred, 4:01 to play. Timeout Lisbon. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
41-30. Kindred leads Lisbon on the Bank North scoreboard. 4:01 to go. We are in the fourth quarter. Broncos basketball handled by Tui. Broncos led at the half, 19-16. They overcame an 8-point deficit. They're down by 11. As a feed to an open Schultz. 13 for Schultz. 41-32, three-possession game. If you're Kindred or if you're Lisbon right now, you can't go point for point with Kindred. You need to start getting stops. Some of the weapons have come alive here in the second half for Kindred, including Charlie McQuillan, who has the basketball. Ball knocked out of her hands, picked up by Schultz. And Schultz will give this one to Sweet. 3:20 left to play in this game. Handled by Sweet. Will come to Tui. Into Heckroll in the corner. Able to find Sweet. Three on the way. Off the end of the iron. Right there for the rebound. Eisenshank. Eisenshank's pass deflected and out of bounds by Heckroll. Getty, Bartles, Eisenshank will come back into the game. Some substitutions for Lisbon. Wortman will come back into the game. Bria Sweet will see her first action of the game. Lisbon trying to save up here to get some stops and save up for a late push in this contest as McQuillan drives. Ball knocked loose. That's taken out of the air by Wortman. Wortman able to find Tui. 2:45 to play. Pass out of bounds, and it was chipped by McQuillan, touched by Sweet. If Sweet had avoided getting hands on that one, it would kind of come out of bounds and been Kindred's basketball, rather Lisbon's basketball. As Eisenshank will inbound to Berner. McQuillan from the corner. Into the hands of Berner, open for three, knocks it down. And a defensive misstep by Lisbon, 44-32. Kindred, their largest lead of the night, and we're gonna get a whistle, and it will be a timeout. Lisbon. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Thor Nelson, a Minot resident and National Hockey League official for 21 years. Why officiate? Some officiate to help kids learn and respect the game. They enjoy watching kids develop in their sport and as people, and they enjoy it because it's fun. You can be an official. Call your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association at 701-845-3953. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
(44-32). Kindred leads Lisbon on the Bank North scoreboard. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Kindred leading by 12. That is their largest lead. In the second quarter, Kindred was held to just 4 points. 13 for Lisbon. Kindred flipped script in quarter number 3. Held Lisbon to 3 points. They scored 15, and the offense has come alive here for Lisbon in the fourth quarter, but the defense hasn't been as sharp as it looked over the first 3 quarters, and credit a lot of that to Kindred getting a lot more players in on the mix scoring-wise. Here comes a three. That one in and out. Put back attempt will miss. Scramble for the loose ball. Comes to Getty. Long pass finds Eisenshank, but she was called for a travel. 2:12 left to play. If you're the Broncos right now, it is lockdown defense the rest of this 2:12 to get yourself back in this game. You got to score quick. You can't give up points, and we're going to get a travel at half court. Inbound pass comes Eisenshake. No, it's stolen away by Heckrell, and she is fouled going for the layup. Heckrell has not scored since she scored the go-ahead points when Lisbon took the lead in the third quarter. So you get a chance to get yourself within 10 and not have to take time off the clock as Heckrell hits the first one. That is Heckrell's fifth. I tell you what, if Heckrell did not score a single point in this game, she would be in the running for either the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, well, she still is, or would still be in that running for the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game or the RDK Enterprises Player of the Game, as we're going to get another foul called against Kindred. Layla Eisenshank's third. Wyatt Workman will go to the line to shoot 2. And she'll miss the first. And she'll miss this one. Heckrell gets the rebound, feeds it across, 2 on the way. That one will miss. And the ball's out of bounds, goes to Kindred. 1:54 left to play. Here, this one on the iBank North scoreboard, Charlie McQuillan at the baseline. And sends a baseball pass up court, picked up by Berner, and Berner is fouled. It's Heckrell. Heckrell's third. And Berner will get 2 free throws here, 1:51 to play. And the first is good for Berner. 14 for Berner. Differdine will come back into the game. Tui will come back in as well. 1:51 to play. Next one is good. Heckrell handling the basketball. Looks around, comes deep. Sweet takes a look. Dribbles, bounces near side. Tui will send this one back over to Sweet, and we're going to get a double dribble. And 1:33 to go. Will be Kindred's basketball. Kindred looking to burn off some time but advance this basketball. Berner to the rim, misses, rebound Heckrell, and she is tied up at the baseline. And we're going to see a foul. Foul on McQuillan, her second. Heckrell will miss the first. Heckrell will hit the second one. It is 46-34. And fouled is Getty. That'll be Differdine. Lisbon has a foul left to give before they put Kindred to the free throw line. Inside of a minute to play, 17 on the shot clock. Eisenshank feeds across. Layup is good. Avery Bartles will get 2. 4 for her in this game, but it's 48-34, and we're going to get a foul. McQuillan called for the foul. And the the first free throw for Sweet is good. Sweet will miss the second. And Kindred with the basketball, 45 seconds to go. And we're going to get a foul called here at half court. You look at what swayed this game. It was Charlie McQuillan with 12 points in the second half. 7 points in the second half for Casey Berner. As ball gets knocked away, scramble for the loose ball, and a timeout taken by Kindred, 33.4 seconds to play. We'll step aside, back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
33.4 seconds to go here on the Bank North scoreboard, and Kindred a 13-point lead. They will win their 10th of the season, 6th in the region. Lisbon falls to 4-11, 2-6 in the region, but a great effort and a great game tonight by Lisbon as foul is coming against Sweet, her third. Lisbon held Kindred to 3 points in the second quarter. They led 19-16 at the half, overcame an 8-point deficit. It was two big second half performances. Casey Berner gets 7 points over the final 8 minutes. Make that Casey Berner gets 8 points, now trying to get 9. And she will, so 17 for Berner. 27 seconds to play. If you're the Broncos, one of those games, you didn't win, but it could be a turning point here for down the stretch, especially with the postseason coming up as the ball is swatted away out of bounds. Last touch by Getty, 17.7 seconds left to play before this one becomes final. We'll have our postgame show coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Inbound comes to Heckrell. Drives, looks to shoot. Heckrell's bucket is good. 8 for Heckrell in the game, 37-50. And here comes Kindred with the basketball. It's Getty to wind off the last few seconds. She will hang on. The buzzer sounds. And this one is the final on the Bank North scoreboard. Kindred 50, Lisbon 37. Post-game show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
The dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimar Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Weimar Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest Auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Welcome back to our postgame show. Kindred, the win here, the final on the Bank North scoreboard, 50-37. The Vikings withstand a big challenge tonight from Lisbon. They are now 10-3 overall, 6-1 in the region. Well, Lisbon falls to 4-11 overall, 2-6 in Region 1 action here this season. Let's talk about how we got to this final score. And Kindred, or it was Lisbon rather, Ella Tui hit a bucket to start the game. Kindred answered back with 9 straight. They would lead 12-6 at the end of the first quarter. In the next 8 minutes, it was Lisbon's 8 minutes. They held Kindred to just 4 points. Well, they were able to score 13 of their own. They took the lead 19-16, and then right out the gate, Ella Tui drained the 3 to begin the second half, and then they would be held scoreless for the rest of quarter number 3. In fact, it was an 8-minute scoring drought for the Lisbon Broncos, and Kindred would capitalize, led by an 8-point third quarter by Charlie McQuillan. McQuillan had 8. Sierra Nipstead had 5, so 13 points between those two players. 31-22 was the final score going into the final 8 minutes of the game. And then Lisbon's offense started to figure some things out, but just ran out of time and ran out of possessions as Kindred would get the win by a final of 50-37. Again, you look at a game like this, if you're Lisbon, you've won just 4 games this year, just 2 games in your region. You hung tough with one of the best teams in your region, the number 3 team in your region, a team that's receiving votes, a team that has always been talented the last handful of years. And I think you look at this one as maybe that is that opportunity for you to start turning your season around. Some final numbers in the game. Casey Berner finishes with 17. Charlie McQuillan will finish with 12. Layla Eisenshank with 8 points. Sierra Nipstead with 5 points. Peyton Getty with 4. Avery Bartles with 4. Amelia Eisenshank with 2 points. For Lisbon, Emerson Schultz, 13 points. Ella Tui with 10. Kyra Heckrell, 8 points. And I said this in the game. Heckrell, who did score the buckets that put him ahead in that second quarter. If Heckrell did not score a single point this game, I think she is a prime nominee for one of our Player of the Game awards, as she was just everywhere, hands on the basketball, redirecting passes, scooping up loose balls, things like that. She finishes with 8 points. Kaya Sweet, Kendra Differding, 3 points apiece for the Lisbon Broncos. Again, our final score on the Bank North scoreboard, Kindred 50, Lisbon 37. Another break coming up here on the postgame. We'll come back to give out some of our postgame accolades next.
Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
50-37, our final score on the Bank North scoreboard. And time now to give out some of our post-game accolades. And first, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And an easy choice on that one, Kyra Heckrell, who finished with 8 points for Lisbon, who again was everywhere, getting hands on passes, breaking up passes, getting steals, creating turnovers. She is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Well, the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, well, that's going to go, honestly was a tough call. It was going to go to a member of the victorious Kindred Vikings. Which one is it? Well, I'm going to have to go with Charlie McQuillan, though. She was second to Casey Berner's 17 points, and both played fantastic. Charlie McQuillan's points came all in the second half, particularly in that third quarter, where Kindred retook the lead and held the lead. So she is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. So what is next for these two teams? Well, back at it tomorrow. Lisbon will travel to Ellendale as part of a doubleheader with the Ellendale Cardinals. Well, Kindred back at it tomorrow. They will be in action taking on DGF. My thanks to Pat Adair and Lisbon for allowing us to come out here and broadcast tonight. My thanks to both head coaches for giving me information about their teams, and my thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank the sponsors both from Kindred and Lisbon who make our broadcast here possible. I'll be back tomorrow coming to you live from Central Cass. It will be their girls wrestling tournament. Kindred and Lisbon will both feature wrestlers in that. We'll have that coverage beginning around 9:30 tomorrow morning. You can see that right here on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan checking in one last time. Our final score on the Bank North scoreboard, Kindred 50, Lisbon 37. Thanks for joining us on Region 1 Girls Basketball on yourliveevent.com.